coach Niko Kovac. We will do this part in German language, so use the translator as you want. Okay, let's start with the question, please. You will be the first. Julian Wolf. Oh, jetzt machen wir Deutsch.
This morning, Ribéry should be come back. He's supposed to follow on. Has he arrived? And if yes, if he's just become a dad, can he be able to focus completely on the game? Can you give us your comments? It was a surprise for me. They went so quickly. With Frank, it wasn't planned like that. Nature intervened as it would like, and Frank didn't sleep at all. So he was quite excited. He will join us today. He's probably on the way now. With Jerome, he has a gastroenteritis problem. We've got all the others. We'll have to see what the doctors in Munich say. Yeah, if it can be infectious, then because he won't travel. Is there possibly no more? Only if the doctor says it's not infectious and doesn't endanger any others. Otherwise, yes, otherwise not. Mr. Yeah, there's Coleman's was 1 or 2 problem. We've got 36 hours to be better. What's the position with him? Will be better from hour by hour. I've 24 hours to go. With him, he's had 2 serious injuries, and then at Augsburg, he's got a real shock. Although he had pain, but we know him very well. If he hasn't got any pain, then he will feel ready to play. If it's painful, then it'll be more difficult. But again, it's down to our medics that we're seeing in the form that he's produced over the past few weeks. With games like that, do you have a clear plan in your head? Or do you have ideas later on, or is it all planned there before the game? Well, before the game. Thank God, no, it's already done. If I'd still be studying, that would be something. I mean, how we have to play offensively and defensively, on the one hand, and also transition is the other part of it. That doesn't always work out and what we need to work on, but we're focused, and we'll see in second part and Liverpool's in, so the players know everything by the time they go to bed tonight. We'll see who plays tomorrow. That depends on the medics say. I've got ideas there, but ideas can quickly change. From the atmosphere at Anfield, is that motivation? Is it more of a threat? Yeah, the atmosphere would definitely be good. Everybody knows about that. But I'm sure that my players have gone through a lot of big games with great atmosphere in other stadiums. So that's not an argument that we shouldn't be able to compete tomorrow. We just have to, as we've done in the last games in Augsburg and in Berlin, so we get into the game and we're focused and can stand up to the first attacks, and then we'll try to play our game, and tomorrow we can get a successful result tomorrow. Do you think the team is ready in this moment of the season? Do you feel that they're in a position? There's a lot of discussion about Martinez. That's a question, but you're probably not superstitious. No, I've answered the question. Even the dig on not but. So I've answered that question. The first question, Martin, is that the team is ready to compete. It's the case that the Champions League really is something special, and every individual knows over the past 3 years Bayern has gone a long way and had won the Champions League a few years ago. The Champions League is undoubtedly special. All the players in the Bundesliga are aware of that, and tomorrow when the lads leave the hotel or come into the stadium, they'll know what it's about. Why they're working it, why they need venues like this and opponents like this, and I'm completely convinced that everybody will be right in their head and produce the performances that they have to get a result tomorrow. There are a lot of considerations, but well, tomorrow we'll look at it and what we do have and don't have, and the players in certain situations can find the right solutions, have to consider it. There are one or the other arguments. I'll keep it to myself at the moment. Although you don't like talking about yourself, the game against Liverpool will be something emotional one, an important one for you. Would you definitely say that be the case, or doesn't that play any role for you? I know that I'm seen by him. I want to say it once again. We're playing tomorrow against an opponent who it's the most difficult draw. If you look at the Liverpool did in the Champions League last season and what Liverpool are doing in the Premier League this season, then you have to say it's the most difficult draw that there is. Other draws would have been difficult, but I maintain that tomorrow and in Munich, the form on the day will be decisive. I don't know if it's a favourite or not, but we're also Liverpool has respect for us as we do for them, and there'll be a sporting contest tomorrow. But to me, it's not about me. It's about the club and the team. Uli Hoeneß at the airport today. I was hoping for a little victory. He seemed to dismiss that. What do you think about that position for FC Bayern? I know I've been around for a long time. This is against FC Liverpool. We know we're not playing here just any team. Just because we're FC Bayern doesn't necessarily mean that we don't respect Liverpool. We know how good they are. We must be realistic and humble and modest, and then take it as the president said. Everything that's possible for us, I'll accept. Young Klopp said that the 50% for the team can prepare. The players have had great experiences, but this will be different. Can you really prepare for that? We've seen on video material, and players know what's happening in the Premier League. If Liverpool, if it's 140 bringen müssen, dann müssen wir have to bring 150%. 100% might not be enough tomorrow. I think everything starts with your head, and if your feet do what the head says, and that's the decisive point. I've seen on the trip over how the lads are, and at lunch that the focus is there, and I'm convinced that focus will be there tomorrow, and that will be a tough battle tomorrow, and I'm convinced that we'll do that. Last questions. The strength of Liverpool what are the strengths of and in difference of Bundesliga that Bayern won't set the pace of the game, or how do you see it? No, we don't have to just focus on defence. We want them to have both. When we're in possession, then we have to play possession football, and we have to create chances. And when we don't have it, then we have to defend and win the ball back, and so do Liverpool. We've not come here with to fit in. If we're pushed back, then it happens. That can happen. But we need to find the solutions that we can break through from that pressing. And there'll be phases where we get the ball and that we hold on to the ball. Well, if you lose the ball, then the pressure grows and grows. Boateng had a virus, and how much do you think it'll change things and how the chances are? I have to say he's a great player and doing a great job. Liverpool being as if he doesn't play, but there's so much quality on the bench. And Jurgen Klopp has one or two players ready. A surprise tomorrow. If the best players can play, then we can measure ourselves against the best. This is the Champions League, and I hope that we will be able to show what we can do tomorrow. The question about Frank Ribery, and it appears to be a problem on that side. Coleman is a question mark over, and Frank Ribery hasn't slept. Is it the case that in place one by one, can we assume if they're in the squad, then they're available to play? Yeah, that's reflected change. If a coach has an idea, and one becomes a father is sick, I don't know what might happen tonight. So we have to be able to make short-term decisions. We'll see after training and talk to Frank again tonight and how he feels, whether he's up to it, whether he just needs some sleep, and then we'll make the decision. I don't know at this moment what will happen. Last question. In the past, FC Bayern, it was about midfield that have the players to challenge Liverpool tomorrow. And how would you see the phase of the game going? What will be the demands on your defence? In the Bundesliga, we've played against two teams, Dortmund and Leverkusen, who had a similar playing style and also have the right quality. But tomorrow is a higher level, the high end of that. It's pressing. We have to find the solutions. We've got them. But that depends what happens on the pitch on the night. You can show people and say things to people. That's relatively easy, but putting it into practice is the difficulty. Not just in my job, but in others. How it's a challenge, but I think we have to act together, and then we can achieve it. Mr. Kovac, Klopp talked about 140%, and you're talking about 150%. Two sides neutralise each other in games like this, and then the power and from the spectacle of the occasion then perhaps it doesn't happen on the pitch. I tend to say that tomorrow we probably won't see 0-0. I can't imagine that. Thank you very much. Training starts at 5 o'clock.
Danke.